Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday, the 26th of October 2022. And firstly, I want to thank everyone for stopping by and for taking the time to watch this very informative video where we are always taking a look at what the planets are doing around us on a particular day and how we can work in tandem and in conjunction with these energies to make our life experience a better, smoother, and gentler one. It is always easier to swim along with the stream instead of trying to go against it. And when we are armed with this information and these understandings, it just makes it so much easier for us to embrace the energies available to us for our highest good, right? Today, there is definitely a ton of extremely sensitive energy still floating around us, right? So, the advice immediately out the gates would be to be extremely kind to yourself in general throughout the day. So, that today is definitely going to be key for us all to have a smoother day available to us all. So, yesterday we had the conjunction between the sun and the moon, both in the very emotionally intense watery sign of Scorpio, and the influence from that conjunction still hasn't come to an end yet. In fact, today you will probably find that you will be able or asked to process a lot of things at the same time. My cat is coughing in the background there. Actually, quite worried about him. But anyway, so today you could be faced with having to process a whole lot of different things at the same time. Just remember, even if it is quite tough and quite challenging and quite intense, I do believe that nothing will show up in your reality if you are not able to handle it. So embrace the challenge today, and you will have the opportunity to prove to yourself that you really can do this, that you really are quite powerful, right? The moon, like I said, is still in the sign of Scorpio as well as the sun, and in general, with the moon and the sun in Scorpio, especially the moon, you would be generally uh, be able to look at your life as ocean waves that is pushing you back to shore. So think of yourself as if you are floating far out to sea, and remember that if you try to swim against the tide, you will feel really the most resistance. So it's obvious that the key today is to surrender, to let go, and see what comes up for you. Sometimes we just get to the stage where fighting is just not an option anymore. This energy of non acceptance and resistance just doesn't do it for us anymore. So the key today would be to surrender, and the other key would be self care and to be gentle with yourself today. For those of you that might be dealing with really tough psychological matters, it's important for you to make sure that you schedule some kind of therapy session or coaching session. And if you can't do that, then make sure that you block off certain portions of your day so that you can get away from others if you at all can, right? Just to have some quiet time to deal with these psychological issues that might really be challenging you. For those of you who feel like you are continually rocked by the pressures of society around you, don't be afraid today to take the opportunity to speak up for yourself. Everyone is definitely feeling more sensitive than usual right now, and if you are true to your heart, someone else could also feel inspired by your example to be true to their hearts as well. So, even in these chaotic, intense energies, by being true to yourself, you can show others the way in order to feel inspired and courageous enough to be true to their truths as well. So these are definitely aspects of mutual receptivity. So you aren't just really taking care of yourself today, you're also letting the universe know that you deserve to be taken care of as well. And when we speak up and we stand up for our truth, and we're not afraid to voice our truth because we believe in our own worth, then that is really a declaration of self-worth to the universe. And what we put out there energetically and the vibrations we carry inside of ourselves is what we will be attracting into our reality again. So our cards are quite challenging also, but very, very informative as well today. First up, we have the shark card. Let me show it like this. The shark card comes in with the warning, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So I can really say that with the solar eclipse we had yesterday in Scorpio, um, connected to the planet Venus, the position of the planet Venus in regards to the solar eclipse isn't really exalted. It's more in its falling or lower stages, so we will possibly be experiencing challenges regarding material wealth, right? Or surprises at least when it comes to material wealth. I do, however, really like the appearance of the Seven of Swords here in the reverse. So this message here is definitely a warning. Take care because there could be a loss of material wealth. But I feel that the universe has our backs because where previously things might have been hidden from you, there might have been deceit, cheating, lying, stealing, or people just being extremely economical or strategic with the information or the truths that they shared with you. With this card in the reverse, I do feel that we will all have glimpses or truths coming out finally that will enable us to prevent the loss of this material wealth here. So that really looks good for me. I would just advise all of you to be really, really sharp and to be aware and to set your intention to spot what has been hiding from you, what others might have been hiding from you in regards to your material wealth and your physical 3D successes regarding finances and other resources, right? So be prepared to today find some things out that could absolutely prevent you from experiencing losses in material wealth or resources. But you are only going to see these truths coming out if you are aware that they might be coming out and alert so that you can catch these things when they do come out for you. All right. Next up, we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse with the leg card. The leg. this light, you guys. Why can I never? There we go. The leg card. So the leg card comes with a message asking us or telling us that we are currently stepping into a new experience. The Ten of Swords is normally a card that says to us, okay, guys, you know what? You are basically facing the end of quite a challenging, tough situation. But before you end it all, before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, do reassess. With this in the reverse, I feel, especially combined with the leg card, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse combined with the leg card there, the message is quite clear. There is no more consideration required. There is no more reassessment or pondering required. You can now let go of this painful experience, this very challenging experience, and you can step into a brand new experience. So the green light is definitely there for us all to end what we feel like ending, to end tough, challenging situations where we might have been feeling betrayed or lied to or stabbed in the back. You don't have to rethink it. You don't have to be careful. You can truly just chuck it all out the window and be free to step into a brand new experience for yourself. Next up is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And this is combined with the kangaroo card. And kangaroo comes in to talk to us about unsettled times and a need to plan ahead. So the Queen of Wands in the reverse is actually talks about feeling a little bit less confident, feeling that those inner stirrings of worry, lack of confidence, and perhaps even fear. Fear to go forward, fear to act, fear to take charge, fear to embrace our power. And with the kangaroo card, I am feeling that all of us are very aware of these unsettled times that we are currently in. And remember, your emotions are your inner guidance system, indicating to you the energies that you carry inside of you, as well as the energies that you are feeling from the external world. So if you're feeling less than confident, worried, anxious, you are definitely picking up on the energies of these unsettled times, especially with the eclipse energy. And the moon and the sun in Scorpio, it's really letting go of a lot of things. It's difficult for us to take charge, to have solid plans in place because things are fluctuating so much in these energies. So if you are feeling less than confident, anxious, a little bit rattled, I can promise you that there's nothing wrong with you guys. You know, we all experience ups and downs in our energy fields, our environments, and that is just the nature of things, that things will always be up and down in a state of cycling, right? So this is just a cycle for you to actually be in observer mode, very much going back to this moon in Scorpio, where we must not be resisting and remembering this is surrendering. In these unsettled times, it's okay for you to be in an energy of surrender and to wait and see what comes up for you so that you can then take more solid action and make more concrete plans to move forward. This is very much an energy of being in observation, right? Fourth card Prayer card coming out is the Two of Cups in the reverse. Breakups, separations, endings, especially in romantic relationships or relationships where emotional and heart agreements are made. The tea leaf reading card coming up with this is the Lily card. And the Lily card talks about spiritual love, you guys. So this message is quite glaringly obvious for me. Be prepared to lose and say goodbye to relationships that are anything less than pure spiritual love. If you are experiencing separations, breakups, and endings of really important relationships in your life, please believe it's happening for a reason, that these relationships were never meant for you in the first place. It wasn't around spiritual love, this deep divine love, right? And it wasn't for your highest good. So again, try to surrender, try to be in the energy of the observer and see what is coming up for you next with regards to heart and soul to soul relationships, right? As the underlying energy, just look at this, you guys. I just want to tell you, all our cards have come in the reverse this morning, which is really, to me, I wouldn't say negative, but it's a much more internally focused energy, right? So go with that, focus internally. This is the energy around us today. So the Queen of Cups in the reverse, she is feeling definitely unsettled emotionally, right? She also overgives, especially in relationships where the give and take on an emotional level is extremely imbalanced, right? And with the heart card coming up here, the heart talks about love, deep affection, and uh, caring, right? And this is all the key words when it comes to the Queen of Cups in the upright. See, but she is in the reverse. The message here is also extremely, extremely clear. The time has come for us all to ask ourselves, in our relationships, where have we been placed in this position in our relationships, right? Where have we been overgiving, overcaring, and in imbalanced relationships where we have given and given and given, and we have not received back what was absolutely necessary in accordance with the law of balance, right? And we are asked to firstly give ourselves the love, the deep affection, and the caring that we need to our inner children, to our own hearts. And remember, like I always say, you cannot give what you haven't got already in you, and you cannot receive those things that you are not experiencing the vibration of in yourself. So if you want deep love and affection in a balanced and reciprocal way, then do provide yourself with these things first. Don't be afraid to chop off and end relationships where you are the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It's not serving you, you guys, and it is not giving a good message to the universe surrounding your sense of self-worth. So let go of relationships or connections that put you in this Queen of Cups in the reverse, and start giving yourself all the love, the deep affection, and the care that you need and require or expect from others in balanced relationships. And I do feel that in this way you will be able to put the balance back. Okay, that is the underlying energies today. So expect some unhappiness and unsettled emotions, but that is coming up for a reason, so that it can point you in the right direction. As advice, we received the Four of Swords, with the High Priestess. This is a very, very silent, meditative energy, and this is the advice for all of us from Spirit today. Be in meditation, be in silence, be in connection and communion with the divine today. The High Priestess, it's very, very scorpionic energy, even though she represents Pisces in the major arcana. There's definitely this open channel between yourself and the divine today. So do go into that energy on purpose and consciously. I feel that you will be receiving a lot of spiritual guidance and advice and communication and messages from your own spiritual team today. Right? The tea leaf reading card going with this is the key card. And the key talks about successful outcomes to our problems. Successful outcomes to our problems. So this is the key. This is the key, you guys. Self-care, meditation, a removal of yourself from the hustle and bustle of those around you, quietness, meditation, right? As well as connection to your divine team, your spiritual team. And this is the key to the successful outcome to all your problems and challenges today. You guys, I love you as always very, very much. I'm sending you all my support in these turbulent times. It's not over yet, so keep the buckles, keep yourself buckled in and buckled up, because we are definitely for the next few months in for some rough rides when it comes to the astrological energies around us, the spiritual lessons before us, and our ability to become masters on our journey. Things are getting real, you guys. So perhaps it would be an amazing idea for you to subscribe to this channel so that you can be forewarned, so that you can understand all of these energies and the things that you are feeling and thinking, so that you know you haven't lost it, you haven't lost your mind. And there's nothing wrong with you. I would appreciate all your likes and your comments and your thoughts. Let's start a conversation to see how these energies express themselves in your unique journey. As always, all my love.